The Galactic Council chambers had never been so silent. Ambassador Zixathera's 6 eyes darted nervously between the assembled delegates as she read the transmission for the 3rd time, her tentacles trembling slightly against the crystalline podium. "The human delegation is requesting immediate audience," she announced, her translator struggling to convey the fear in her voice. They say it's time to repay an old debt." In the medical bay of the human vessel Defiance, Dr. Ana Rodriguez checked Verksing's neural implant one final time. The young engineer had volunteered for the most dangerous mission in human history, and she wanted to ensure every connection was perfect. "You don't have to do this," Ana said quietly, her fingers steady despite the weight of what they were about to unleash. "We could find another way." Verk met her gaze, his dark eyes filled with determination. "Ana, they saved my daughter when the Kepler colony was dying. The Etherians risked everything to get medical supplies through the blockade when the rest of the galaxy turned their backs on us." He gestured toward the viewport, where the massive Etherian ship Harmony's song drifted helplessly, its bioluminescent hull flickering weakly. "Now they're facing extinction, and the Council won't lift a finger. We owe them this." Ana nodded, understanding the weight of human honor that drove them both. 3 years ago, when humanity was nothing more than a barely spacefaring species struggling to establish their first colonies, the Etherians had been the only ones to offer aid. While the Galactic Council debated humanity's primitive nature and aggressive tendencies, the gentle, crystalline beings had shared their technology, their medicine, and their friendship. Now the Etherians faced annihilation from the Vexar. Hive and the Council had voted to abandon them, deeming the cost of intervention too high. The humans disagreed. "Neural link established," Verk reported as the implant hummed to life. "I'm reading the entire human fleet network, every ship, every weapon system, every tactical database." He paused, feeling the enormous weight of collective human knowledge flowing through his mind. "Ana, are you sure about this? Once I initiate the protocol, there's no going back." Ana's hand found his shoulder. "The galaxy is about to learn why you never leave humans with an unpaid debt." Aboard the Vexar flagship, Hive Commander Krexoth received the scans with satisfaction. The human fleet was impressive for such a young species, nearly 500 vessels ranging from nimble frigates to massive dreadnoughts. But against the full might of a 1,000,000-strong Hive fleet, they were nothing more than an annoyance. "Curious," his tactical officer chittered. "The humans are not moving to engage, they're just in waiting." Krexoth's compound eyes focused on the tactical display. The human ships had arranged themselves in a perfect sphere around the dying Etherian vessel, but showed no aggressive posture. "Perhaps they're attempting to evacuate the Etherians, no matter. Begin the assault." That was when Verk initiated the protocol. Every human ship in the fleet began to change. What the galaxy had assumed were standard military vessels revealed their true nature. Hulls split open like flowers blooming, revealing weapon systems that defied conventional physics. The seemingly modest frigates unfolded into battle platforms 3 times their original size. The dreadnoughts became something else entirely, geometric impossibilities that hurt to look at directly. "What?" Krexoth began, but his words were lost as space itself seemed to ripple around the human fleet. Ana watched the transformation from the Defiance's bridge, feeling a mixture of pride and terrible sadness. Humanity's greatest secret was finally revealed. They hadn't just been exploring the galaxy for 3 years, they had been preparing for war. Every human ship was a weapon of terrifying sophistication, every colony world a fortress, every seemingly peaceful outpost a strategic position. The galaxy had dismissed humanity as young and naive. They had no idea that humans had spent their entire brief spacefaring existence studying every species they encountered, learning their weaknesses, cataloging their fears, and preparing for the day when their carefully cultivated image of harmless newcomers would no longer serve them. "Verk, are you ready?" Ana asked softly. "Neural network at full integration," he replied, his voice now carrying an electronic undertone as his consciousness merged with the collective tactical intelligence of the entire human fleet. "All ships reporting ready. Ana, Tell the Council what we're about to do. Let them know this is what human gratitude looks like. The first wave of Vexar ships simply ceased to exist, not destroyed, not damaged. They were there one moment and gone the next as if they had never been. The second wave lasted 3 seconds longer before sharing the same fate. Commander Krexoth found himself staring at tactical displays showing impossible readings. Half his fleet had vanished without the humans firing a single visible shot. Retreat, full retreat! But there was nowhere to run. Anna's voice crackled across all frequencies, broadcast to every ship in the system and relayed throughout the galaxy. Let it be known that humanity remembers its debts. The Etherians showed us kindness when we were weak. They will be protected. Any species, any empire, any hive that threatens them will learn what human friendship truly means. Within 6 minutes, the million-strong Vexar fleet was gone. Not a single human ship had taken damage. The Galactic Council received the recordings, 12 hours later. By then, news of the human fleet's capabilities had spread across known space. Trade routes shifted. Defensive pacts were hastily redrawn. 3 separate empires sent formal apologies for past slights against humanity. In her medical bay, Anna helped Verk disconnect from the neural network, watching as the terrible knowledge faded from his eyes. The fleet around them had returned to its original configuration, once again appearing as nothing more than a modest collection of conventional vessels. The Etherians are safe, Verk said quietly. Their attackers won't be coming back. Anna nodded, looking out at the Etherian ship, now glowing brightly as its systems came back online. And now the galaxy knows never to underestimate the lengths humans will go to repay a debt. In the depths of space, the message was clear. Humanity had revealed its true face and the galaxy trembled.